Yeah, you may start now.
Hi guys, we are Fantastic Four, the group, huh? It's always the name. We're a panel of consultants from VCG Consulting, and we'll be talking about travel industry price dispersion, an in-depth look at why the internet doesn't always make the consumer a winner. My name's Oliver, this is Winston, he's an e-commerce travel expert, and he'll be talking to you guys about e-commerce more in depth. This is Sonia, she's an economic market analyst, and she'll be talking to you guys about perfect competition. And Shindy over at the back is an online travel guru, and she'll be discussing budget prices online. So first off, just a little brief intro of the internet and the history and background of the internet. So it's known throughout kind of the IT industry that Tim Berners-Lee is a scientist from CERN in Europe. It's the European Organization for Nuclear Research, often associated with molecular physics and all type of hadron collider and all that very physics type of research. But in the 1980s, he discovered and created a few computers that could exchange hypertext, which is a type of computer language, and that was the first instance of a type of primitive internet. But it wasn't until 1994, in association with DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency from the United States, which is an agency committed to putting a lot of money into world-changing innovations. And in 1994, in association with Tim Berners, they started the World Wide Web World Wide Web Consortium, W3PC. And Tim Berners-Lee made an important decision in 1994. He said that he wanted his innovation to be available to everyone at a very low cost, because he thought it was going to be such a revolutionary advancement that he gave away his invention at no patent and no royalty fee. So anyone who wanted to use it at that point didn't have to pay anything extra. And from 1996 to 2001, the internet boomed immensely. A lot of companies realized that it was kind of the inevitable next step, that everyone was going to be online, and so they started creating websites. And then in 2001 to 2002 was the dot-com bust, where a lot of companies were hyperinflated and collapsed. And then past 2002 to present, the e-commerce industry kind of exploded, and Winston will talk more about e-commerce.
Yep. Okay, so basically from what Oliver had actually shared, okay, we know that the internet is actually being used as a platform to share a lot of information for people to get our information, do our research very quickly and very easily. Okay, so because of that, companies start to come into this idea of e-commerce. Okay, by using the internet to actually help them to market out, provide information, and sell out their products. Okay, so what is the meaning of e-commerce? E-commerce is actually, simply put, the process of selling and buying goods or services over computer networks. Okay, so basically in layman term, okay, let's say, taking you guys for example, okay, this week we have all our presentation deadlines, submission, our presentations coming on, right? Need to buy new clothes, new shirts so that we look good in front. Okay, so there are two ways that we can go about doing it. One way is to go into the retail shops and try on the shirts, okay, feel the quality and buy it. Another way, because we may not all have the time to do it, okay, probably the only time that we are free is at night when all the shops are closed. Okay, so because of that, by using e-commerce, companies can actually reach out to all their consumers, all their target markets 24/7. Okay, as long as their servers up, you have the internet, you are able to search for the information, go onto the online marketplace or to their shops and get the products. Okay, so some examples of places whereby you can go online to buy are places such as Alibaba.com, eBay, Gumtree, Amazon.com, and even our own Singapore Qoo10. Okay, so these are all the different kinds of places whereby you can go online, go onto all these online marketplace to actually search for the products that you want. Okay, and once you go onto there, you search the products that you want, they will come out a whole list of sellers, a whole list of products that you can actually choose from. Okay, and the best thing about this is that you can search it and sort the results according to the popularity, to their pricing, and so on and so forth, based on what your preferences are. Okay, but of course, for the sake of our research, okay, to show the similarities between perfect competition market and the internet itself, we actually decided to narrow down into just the tourism industry. Okay, so the tourism industry consists of your transportation, how to get you from point A to point B. Okay, your accommodations, your hotels, where are you going to stay when you reach your destination. Okay, your attractions, what you are going to do, your activities. Okay, your amenities and facilities inside the place where you are staying, and of course lastly are your ancillary services such as your insurance, travel insurance and such. So all of these things you can actually use the internet to actually search for information, get information, see the pricing and do your research. Okay, but for our purpose we are only going to be looking at just the transportation itself. Okay, so for transportation, okay, in the travel industry relating to e-commerce, there are many sites that we can use. Okay, I believe some of the sites that we actually know of, such as Expedia. Who over here never heard of Expedia before? Okay, I believe most of you actually heard of Expedia before, and probably some of you even used it before. Okay. Another site that we are going to compare Expedia to is actually called Vrbo. Okay, these are two of the sites that is being used as heavily in US itself and Expedia within Singapore also. Okay, so over here, what you can do is same thing, go online, search for the flights that you want, either the flights that you want, where you are going, your destination, when you are going to leave, and based on all this information, they will help you to source out all the different flights that is being offered by the airlines themselves. Okay, so keeping this in mind, okay, I'd like to ask you guys, okay, based on the fact that internet provides you with all the information, okay, you get to choose which are the tickets, which are the sellers that you want to buy for. Okay, keeping this in mind, okay, is the internet a perfect competition market? Okay, so just keep this in mind as we go along the presentation. I'll let my next consultant to explain to you more about what a perfect competition is about.
Okay, now I talked. What is perfect competition? Perfect competition is a large number of small companies. They are very trading is similar or very similar to products and services. There can new firms, new companies entry and exit is freely. Then they are following is that this perfect competition is following 4 key characters. This is the first is many firms selling identical products, means it's many companies is the same product selling the same product. No barriers of entry and exit is firms is low barriers. Then anyone can to easily join us. Even if leave the money, make the money, can easy entry and exit. Third is no advantage of established firms or new firms is companies established firms or then can do again to new firms again. Then information is readily available, especially on prices. Therefore, firms are price takers, means easy to information can available. Then it's a price is a marketing. When you can see it's a price and the state of market, which one you want is to choose cheaper or you can choose. Then it's the e-commerce and perfect competition is like when you want to go choose there with book it. Example is book it is you can book the ticket. If you online is you can book ticket is so many flights and so many choose prices in products. This means it's a multiple sellers are selling identical products, same price is the same product. Then is you can choose the which one is cheaper, easily to sample. So this is you can see it's a list of products, is how much price. And information is very readily available. You can choose anyone is which price is cheaper, which price is very good time. You can choose any easy. Okay, now I pass to Shindy.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm here to explain about airplane price dispersion. We've done comparison between two flights, which is AirAsia and Fireflies. As Winston mentioned before, we use Expedia and Bravofly as the comparison. So this is the flight from Singapore to Kuala Lumpur. AirAsia is actually giving higher price for the ticket, but then it doesn't charge anything on tax and fees. That means it's included inside all the tickets. But Fireflies is actually charging less, but they do charge on taxes and fees. Okay, but then the final cost for AirAsia is higher, as I said, as you can see. And for Bravofly, they have AirAsia ticket as well, and they charge cheaper, but you have to pay for luggage. As you can see, $18.79. Whereas on Fireflies, they don't charge luggage. That means they include inside the price, the ticket price. And so, how can they give such a different pricing but offering same ticket flights? Actually, I talked to one of my friends. She's currently working in AirAsia in Malaysia. I asked her how can AirAsia give away free ticket? They have so much promotion on the internet, and she said they're actually doing that because normally it's off peak and they want people to fly, so they give away free ticket. But I don't really ask more because it's quite confidential. So, and the next thing is, here they have travel protection. So for Expedia and Bravofly, actually they have two different travel protection. For Expedia, they call it stress-free travel protection, and for Bravofly, they call it no problem. So this stress-free, they are covering for refund of ticket. If you are injured, you can't fly, they will just refund your ticket 100%. And they have protection both for luggage, loss of bags and everything. And they charge different price for this. So factors of price dispersion is agent fee. Some like Expedia and Bravo, some of them they do give agent fee and some of them they don't. I can't really research on this because they don't really state it on the internet. So it's actually the system, they do it. And they give travel insurance and B2B business contract terms. This means contract between AirAsia and Expedia or AirAsia and Bravoflies. And reputation and exposure of internet. So if let's say Expedia has been in the market for a longer time than Bravoflies, they might can get a better price from AirAsia and Firefly. So conclusion, I'll pass it to Oliver.
So, in conclusion, although the internet seems like a perfect market, you can share information is readily available to anyone. There's very low barriers to entry and exit. There's a lot of things that make it seem like the internet is a perfect market. But there are a lot of things that these companies are taking advantage of in the brick and mortar world that they're bringing to the internet that is making it more a monopolistic competition market than the perfectly competitive one. So in the end, consumers are very price elastic when it comes to tickets. They'll go for the cheapest price, and companies are kind of taking advantage of that and using